And the sixth rule is reverse to it. When the summing point is moving before the block. So here a summing point is there. I want to shift this summing point here. So how can I shift? So before that, look at its output, which is AG plus B, because the gain block is only in A. So here the output of this line will be AG, and here B signal is coming here. So when we add these two, AG plus B will be our output. So output must be remain same, and we need to shift this summing point to before of this block G. Then how we will do? If we shift here, you can see the block is coming this side. So here the summing point will be here. Okay. So if the B and A both signals are given directly, forget this block. Directly B is giving here. You can assume directly B is giving and A is giving like this. So A and B will be adding here. We will get A plus B, right? And this A plus B signal, if we give this A plus B signal to this block, then the output will be A plus B into G. A plus B into G. Or we can write AG plus BG, which is very false, because the output must not change, right? The output is AG plus B, but what we are getting? We are getting AG plus BG. So we need to eliminate this G here. How we can do? By dividing G. So that's why here 1 by G is added. Here 1 by G is added, so that we will get B by G here and here A. So if we add these two, A plus B by G, and this signal is given to the block G, then the output will be A plus B by G into G, right? If we multiply this G, then we will get AG, because A into G, plus BG by G. So GG will get cancelled in this term, then we will get AG plus B, which is our actual required output. So if we want to move the summing point from this point to before the block, then we must add a block which is inverse of this gain. Okay, so this is how we can shift the summing point before the block, which is rule number 6. Coming to the rule number 7. So the rule number 7 will be interchanging of summing points. There are two summing points. You can see here. So this is the first summing point having A and B inputs. So A plus B will be the output of the summing point, which is given to another summing point where C is given as the third input for this. So A plus B minus C here. So the output will be A plus B minus C. So what if these two are interchanged? That means I want to bring this summing point here and this summing point here. If I want to interchange these two summing points, what will be the change? We need not change anything, because if you shift here, you can see the input A and input C will be given to the first summing point here. So A minus C, you will get like this, and B is taken across the summing point, which adds, that means A minus B, A minus C plus B, which is our actual required output. So by interchanging the summing points, there must be no change, because this is algebraic summation. So algebraic summation can be do like by interchanging also the algebraic summation won't change. Okay, so this is rule 7. Next, coming to the rule 8, splitting the summing points. Of course, in the rule 7 we can club these two summing points also. If we club these two summing points also, then we will get like this. And if we want to split, we can split like this or like this also. You can see here the overall output is a plus b minus c, because a and b are having positive signs but the c is having negative sign. So a plus b minus c here. If we want to split these 3 inputs as 2 and 2 inputs, then we will have 2 summing points. That means we need to split these 2 summing points. You can split like this or you can split like this also. You will get the same output. Okay, this is rule number 8. Rule number 9, which is combining the summing points. Add these two, we'll get this, or add these two, we'll get this, like this. Okay, so 7th rule is interchanging the summing points, 8th rule is splitting it, 9th rule is combining it. Okay, like this we can do. And coming to the 10th rule, which is very much important, that is elimination of negative feedback. See, this is the feedback. You can see the signal is going, this signal is going from left to right and this signal is going from right to left, which means this is a feedback loop. This is a feedback loop having a gain of h. So here a summary is given, which is plus and minus. So if you want to replace this entire feedback loop, this feedback is having the negative sign. That's why it is called as negative feedback loop. Okay. So if you want to simply eliminate this entire negative feedback by a single block, we just calculate the transfer function of this entire feedback loop. You can see the transfer function, how the transfer function is calculated. Here the C is the output, R is the input, C is output, R is the input. From the input and output calculations, we can simplify and we can simplify this C by R equation. We will get the gain of this entire block, which is G by 1 plus GH. This is the task for you. You can do it by yourself. I have clearly given the derivation here. You can see like this. We will get like this. And in the same way, for the negative, what we have done in the negative feedback loop, we can do for the positive feedback loop.